Hey YouTube, it's Cherise here. Sorry my video was frozen for a little bit at the beginning. Please ignore the stains that are on this night dress that I wear when I do my face masks, when I do my makeup, and when I go to sleep and when I walk my dog. Just like everyday activities that sometimes get a little messy. So there's some stains on it. Just don't judge me, okay? I'm covering the stains right now with my hand, but don't judge me, okay? Have on clothes. So this is going to be a get ready with me, I guess, tutorial. Eye look. We're gonna do an eye look. I'm getting ready to cook some food. Oh, Nola, here she goes again. And then I have to work 5 to 10 p.m. I worked Black Friday yesterday into this morning. I worked 5:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. today, Friday, and I'm going back to work at 5. It's currently 1:50 p.m. I'm a lot ahead of schedule, so I might even have time to like take a nap. Sitting up, of course, I don't mess up my hair and my makeup, but yeah, I was just like, I felt like I should get out of bed, you know? Like sometimes you can sleep really late, sometimes you can't. I'm one of those people who can't really sleep if I'm not tired, you know? So yeah, let me tell you what's on the face because I'm really liking this combination. I'm really liking what's going on my face right now. So let's get into it. I have on the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer. I finally have figured out how to use this primer, and it's okay. I'm not hating it. It does a good job really smoothing the skin and blurring your imperfections before you go in with your makeup. You just really got to make sure that you shake it really, 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 really well. But yeah, that's the primer I used. I went in with a mixture of two foundations. In the center of my face, I put the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation in the shade G110. I just put it under my eyes, a couple stripes, 3 stripes to be exact, 3 stripes on each side underneath my eyes, in the center of my face. And then I did 3 pumps of the Born This Way foundation. Did I show you my shade in this? This is shade G110, Golden 110. Matches like the center of my face and my chest perfectly. Love this shade. And then I went in with the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Cocoa. This is the deepest shade they currently have available, which is just a little bit too dark for me. It matches like the darkest parts of my body that are still basically my summer color. I did 3 pumps, 1 on the forehead, 1 on this cheek, and 1 on this cheek. And then I just blended everything together. I really love this combination. I really love this foundation so very much. I cannot wait for them to release more shades. They're working with Jackie Aina, and I probably will get another one if there's one that's a little bit lighter than this, but not as light as the next one up. Like if they make some more in-between shades, because I really do love this foundation. It is beautiful. I then went in and set my face using my Coty Airspun. I used a sponge to kind of press it in because this foundation isn't, it's more of like a natural finish to it, as you can see. It's not like super matte or anything. Neither of those are super matte. They're more of a natural finish to your skin, even though they are full coverage. So I pressed some Coty Airspun in with the sponge like under my eyes and anywhere I don't want any creasing. And then I used a fluffy brush. You guys already know. This e.l.f. complexion brush to like dust it and pat all over the face where I needed the Coty Airspun. And then just for some extra makeup longevity, I went in with the RCMA No Color Powder with that same fluffy brush, and I just went all over my face again, essentially, just to make sure that the foundation is set, that it's not going to get too oily too soon or anything like that. Then I did my brows. You guys already know my Wet n Wild retractable eyeliner pencil. Love it, love it, love it. I think it works great. It's for your eyes. I use it for my brows. This is in Blackest Black, which is dark. You know, I've grown accustomed to it. But if you don't like black brows, then you don't have to use this shade. I prefer the Blackest Brown or Black and Brown. Black Brown, something like that. But this is what I use for my eyebrows. It works for me. I probably won't ever change it since this is $2.99. It's either $1.99 or $2.99. You can't beat that. And I always feel like my brows look pretty good, in my opinion, you know. So yep, that's what I use for the brows. And then for highlight, I use Toasted Marshmallow from the Apres Ski Glow Highlights collection from Becca. Toasted Marshmallow is like It's like a cool toned highlighter. It's like a taupey color. It's not super duper bright or popping, which I'm cool with because we're gonna do kind of a dramatic look today. And it's this shade right there. You see, it's kind of like taupey. And I put that on the brow bone, cheekbone, bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow. I really like this highlight as a more subtle highlight, you know? Since, like I said, the eyes and the lips are going to be intense, and I already have an idea of what I want to do. So we're going to do a black smoky eye because it is Black Friday. I thought about doing a black lip with it, but I really want to do a deep purple, like metallic lip. So let's jump right on in. The first palette I'm going to go into is the City Mini palette from Maybelline in collaboration with Makeup Shayla. And we're going to take the brown shade in here, if I can get it open. The brown shade in here, I'm going to use that as my transition color right there. I really do like this little palette. It's great for every day. I like the brown shade. Just wiping off my Sigma Diffuse Crease brush. Like I said, this is going to be our transition shade. It's a nice reddish brown. It's not too dark, but it's deep enough for the smoky eye we're going to do. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions to apply that from inner to outer corner, not going up too high. But yeah, it was really fun to work last night. Everyone was really nice and respectful. I didn't deal with any rude people or anything like that. So I was thankful and blessed for that. I got to do all the little PA announcements over the intercom because I really do enjoy that. But it makes me really, really nervous. Like, I'm like shaking, my heart is beating, but I enjoy it. I don't know, but it like gives me this strange, weird rush. I don't know. Probably because I didn't have a script. But yeah, I enjoy making those announcements. It was really funny. Had a lot of fun. I like my hair like this. It reminds me of Princess Leia / Minnie Mouse, but it's a good like way to protect your ends because it's like two buns just on each side. And I had a top bun yesterday and I decided to make it into two just to stretch my hair further because I think I might turn this into a braid out depending on how much like gel buildup I get. If I get too much gel buildup, then it's just gonna have to stay in a slick back style. Might just turn into a single bun, a low bun for the middle part, which I haven't done in a while, so yeah. Now I'm just blending the shade, just making sure that it's nice and well blended. Such a pretty color. Nice transition shade. It has like just a hint of like purple to it, which is perfect. Which is why I chose this shade when I have so many other shades I could use as a transition. But yeah, I wanted this one specifically. Okay, now that we have that laid down, that's the last of this palette we're using today for this look. Let's see if I can put it back. Okay, that's good enough. Next, we're going to go into the Tartelette Tease palette. I feel like this is a great deal that you can get at Ulta. And we're going to go into the shade called BFF, which is right here. I haven't used it yet. It's a nice purple shade. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to apply that a little bit deeper into my crease. Like I said, it is a matte purple shade, so it's going to help add some depth to the eye look. And it's going to help tie everything together when we get to the lips. Which I already know what I'm doing. I've actually kind of sort of planned this look out to an extent. So this video shouldn't be super duper duper long unless I start getting ultra creative or making mistakes and things. You see how that just added some depth to the look? So pretty. If you want to do an all matte look, you could stop here. But I'm not. Or if you just want to keep it really simple, you could stop with this shade. I'm taking it all the way in, but applying less towards the inner corner, really focusing more on the outer V area, outer crease area with this shade. And about halfway into the socket of my eye. Hopefully y'all can see that. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna lightly blend up and kind of over the brown shade with whatever's left on my brush. Just to blend the two shades together. Okay, okay, we're getting somewhere. Now we're gonna work on the lid. We might come back to the shade to blend out. So this palette. Let's work on the lid. I have lots of options for the lid. That's where I'm like, not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. What is I'm gonna do? Okay, we're gonna come to this palette. Okay. I'm just thinking out loud here. Just give me a second, give me a moment. Okay, that's gonna be for the lips. So stick that over there. Just doing some planning. All right, so for the lid, we're gonna go into the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. This is one of my favorite, like, neutral palettes. I thought this is this is a really good gift, honestly. Excellent gift, because it's just, the top row is shimmer, the bottom row is like the matching neutral, or the matching matte. What am I talking about? But they're all neutral shades. Just gives you a nice range. It's perfect for people who don't like color, who might want to have fun, dip into the darker shades, and you get shimmers and mattes. I think it's just such a good neutral palette. So glad I got this. So we're going to go into this shade over her, the dark sparkly black. Does it have a name? It's what? S7, I think is what it's called. We're going to put that on the lid. I'm just going to use my finger to apply this to the lid. And it's going to come off kind of like silvery gunmetal gray. It's really pretty. But I want this all over my lid. We're doing a smoky eye. Smoky, 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 smoky. Smoky, 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 smoky. And I'm not going up too high. It almost looks kind of bluish on camera, but it's a black shade. Black shimmer, so pretty. By using my finger and like pressing it on, I'm minimizing the amount of fallout I get. This is a great look for New Year's. That's coming up. I have no idea what I'm doing yet. I kind of want to go see a friend. I think I want to go to Greenville, spend New Year's with her in Greenville. Or maybe the music teachers will have some sort of party or shindig. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Maybe I'll go home to see my parents and be at church, because they always have something at church for New Year's. Which actually is usually pretty fun. It's like, board games, food, fun, and then we like pray and sing right at midnight when the new year, begins officially. And yeah, it's just a good time. Like, it really is a good time. But I kind of want to, be 25 and not be at church. I mean, it's not bad. Like I said, it is a good time and it's fun, but I kind of want to see some friends I haven't had a chance to see, since I don't have any friends here really except the music teachers, but we all have our own lives and we're all literally at different schools in the district, and we don't really, as of late, we haven't really been able to spend a lot of time together. So and they might have plans, see their families and stuff, because one of them is married and the other one like is a godmom and all this stuff. Like, they all have like other responsibilities, so they might have alternate plans already for New Year's. So that's absolutely beautiful. You see that sparkle, that shimmer? So now we're gonna deepen the look up and go into the matte black that is right underneath it. I'm going to put a little bit of that in the crease in the outer V area using that same brush from earlier, that Sigma Diffuse crease brush. I'm going to tap this kind of on top. Really just focusing on the outermost part of the eye. Just to deepen it up a little bit. Deepen it up. Add some more depth. Just add a little more smokiness to the look. I feel like my black smoky eyes are some of the most simple that you'll ever see. And they're not like truly black because I didn't put like a black base or anything. I could have done a matte black eyeshadow under this to make it darker, but I don't know. Y'all know I'm kind of lazy. I like to keep it simple, so I didn't do all that, but I still like the effect that it gives, and I like how the look is turning out. All right, so now that we have that little bit of black in there, it's time to blend. Going back into the Tartelette Tease palette, going back into that matte purple called BFF that we used in the crease. I'm gonna layer that on top and just blend with the same brush. I love using the same brush. I think that really helps your shadows come together and like mesh. Just so we have that little bit of like purple. You see that tint of purple peeking out? That's exactly what I want. Okay. So far, so good. I'm going to layer a little bit of this Urban Decay eyeshadow in Moon Spoon on top of my lids just to add even more glitter. Like, this is really going to amp up the glitter. Did I even show you the shade? That's what the shade looks like. Can y'all see that? See, it's a very glittery, like gunmetal color. I'm just going to tap some of that right on top just to like really amp up the sparkle and the glitter, like really amp it up. And I'm focusing this kind of like on the inner half of the eye look. It's really gonna add a lot of glitter, like a lot. Like, if you don't like glitter, then don't do this. If you like glitter, you're gonna love this. Y'all see how it like added a lot of sparkle? Like, girl, we have arrived. We are ready. Let that ball drop. Hey, let that ball drop. Like, whoa. That just really took it up a notch. Love it. And I'm not really a super glitter person, but this right here is cute. And then I'm going to go back with the blending brush and just kind of blend over the edges where it should be matte, just to kind of diffuse a little bit of the glitter that got on the matte parts of my eye. Girl, you can't say this ain't cute. And so our lids, the lid shadows are done. Let's work on the inner corner, lower lash line. For my lower lash line, the first shade I'm going to go in with matte brush, I always use this little brush from Postal Sense, is the purple shade, the purple matte shade called BFF from the Tartelette Tease palette. That matte purple right there. Did you hear Nola sigh? She's asleep on the bed. I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. We're gonna have really bold eyes and a really bold lip. So that's why I'm kind of keeping the highlight on my face and the skin more on the natural looking side. Flawless but natural. Full coverage but natural. And that's why I did kind of like bolder brows, like more blocky brows. And I'm really kind of like smoking this out on my lower lash line, as you can see. And I'm not going to add any other shade on the lower lash line. I just want this matte purple. We're keeping all the fun on the lid. Said I'm kind of, you can smoke this out to your desired look. I'm making it kind of grungy-ish looking, making it slightly thicker than I normally would. Nola just woke up. There's some strange noise happening outside. I don't know if it's a truck, a car, the wind, something. Sounds strange, but woke her up. And just make sure that you connect on the outer corner, that there's like no gaps in your shadow right there on the corner of your eye. That it all connects together. I'm loving the way this look is turning out. And voila, time for the inner corners. Yo, this look is like, I'm loving it. It's very different for me. Not what I would normally go for, but I like it. Kind of goes with the whole Black Friday, like young people need to go home and get out of our store. I should be spending time with my family kind of vibes that everybody else is feeling. I'm happy to be working. I'm using the brush I used to apply my face powder just to kind of sweep away any fallout or anything like that. Alright, so we are done with this palette. Stick that over there. We're also done with the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. And now we can head on over into the Urban Decay Shadow Box palette. This is the Shadow Box 1. Is that what this is called? Yeah, Urban Decay Shadow Box palette. And we're going to take the shade Mushroom, which is a beautiful like gray silver color. That's going to go in my inner corners. Uh-oh, this has a mirror. And I'm using that same little brush. It's like a charcoal gray. It's not too bright. Fits the look so nice. Again, this shade is called Mushroom. Yes, yes. I feel like this eye is a little bit brighter. That always happens. Like one eye is like a little bit brighter than the other one. I feel like this eye is just not as popping as my other eye in the inner corner, which bothers me. Okay, that's good enough. So we have that shade in the inner corner, and that's the only shade I'll be using from this palette is Mushroom for the inner corner. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, Nola. What is it, Mama? What you say? It's people unloading stuff that they got for Black Friday. She's barking at them. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. I'm going to be taking this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Delirious. I'm going to put that in my lower waterline, lash line, waterline area. And I'm also going to use this Milani Ultra Fine liquid liner in Prismatic Purple to do my wing, because purple is going to be like our accent color, I guess you could say, to this look. So it's sharpened enough. I don't know why Nola's barking so much. She's already gone outside. Like, girl, we were just outside. We took an extra long walk today. But it's like anytime she sees a dog or anything outside that she likes, she wants to go play with it or talk to it, run up to it, bite it, lick it, whatever. I'm not quite sure all the time. And she just like whines, and she needs a friend, honestly. I spend a lot of time with her. Y'all were talking about she wants your attention. I give that dog, when I'm not, like literally when I'm not making videos or getting ready, I'm giving her all of my attention. Like, I'm always rubbing her. I give her massages. I pet her. I sing to her. Do you sing to your dog? Like, literally, I give her all of my attention, and she can give me an hour to do my makeup. She will be fine. She has snacks. She has plenty of toys, an abundance of toys. But I think she does need a companion. So yeah, I'm putting this right in the waterline, lash line area. So pretty. So you can like kind of see it peeking through. It's really, really pretty. These glide on so nicely. Like, I'm not hurting myself. It's not tugging on the skin. Okay. Prismatic Purple. We're gonna do a wing. And it's really gonna pop against the lid shade. So I'm going in just a little bit further than I normally do. Making it just a little bit thicker just so that we can see it. And we're gonna do a baby wing. No, oh no, we're not doing a baby wing. We're doing a big wing. JK. Yeah, we're doing a big wing. But thin, very thin. Just making sure it's nice and opaque. Love it. Moving on to the other eye. I kind of tap it on first because this is very liquidy. And it's a felt tip, but it's a very kind of stiff felt tip. Which almost kind of makes it easier to work with, I feel. Wow, this one's more straight. I needed to tilt up a little bit more, but that's okay. Trying to get my wings to match. You guys know the struggle. It's a daily struggle. So now they've become extra dramatic, which I'm okay with that. This look is kind of dramatic. Okay. So we have our purple wing on. I have my purple wing on, I guess. I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm just going to tap it on the lower lash line, whatever's left over. I'm not going to add any additional product since this is a liquid. Just tapping it. Tap, tap, tapping it. All right, time for mascara. I'm going to go in with, I'm going to see if I can build this up since I have time. I'm ahead of schedule. This is the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. Let's see how much we can build this up. Being careful not to get any on the liner. As of right now, I'm not liking the way this is looking. This mascara is not really doing too much for me. It's not making my lashes voluminous. Like, it's almost looks like nothing on camera. Like, literally nothing. Is my forehead creasing? It is. I have to fix that. Guys, I'm not feeling this mascara. It's good to go on top of others, but by itself, it doesn't do too much for me. It just makes my lashes dark, and that's it. I don't feel like it really lengthens or anything. And I like more voluminizing mascaras. So let's see if we can layer another one that was a fail. Can we layer 2 fails to make a success? Like 2 negatives make a positive? We can try it, right? So another mascara I'm not really a huge fan of on its own is this Lorac Pro Fiber Mascara, Plus Fiber Mascara. So let's see if I put some of this on. What happens? Layer this one on here. Okay. So layering this one on top is helping a little bit. Okay. So these two together are okay. Still not giving me 100% the look I'm going for, but I feel like I still need more volume, but it's not bad together. I feel like we need to layer another one on top. So, yeah, you can't really tell because I have such dark lid mascara on. I kind of like the look because it like lets the focus be the eyeshadow and not my lashes, but yeah, I'll take it. We're gonna leave the lashes like this. I'm gonna put some of this Lorac mascara on the lower lashes. And then we'll go in with the Troublemaker on the lower lashes and be done with the eyes. Actually, not a good way with just putting a Lorac on the lower lashes. Yeah. So my lashes are not as out there as I normally have them, and not as full and voluminous, which is okay because, like I said, it's putting the focus more on the eyeshadow and the liner than on my lashes. So yeah, trying something a little different, new. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. They are very long, so I'll give them that. All right, so try something new. I'm gonna fix my forehead lines, and what I'm gonna do for that is I'm going to take a flat powder brush, which I didn't use today, or you can take a sponge. Let's start with the sponge. So I'm gonna start with the sponge. Whatever powder is left on here, I'm gonna press into my forehead skin to smooth everything out. And this sponge is dry, by the way. And if you feel like you're getting oily, you can also dab with it. Then I'm going to take a pressed powder. What pressed powder do I want to use? I'm going to take this L'Oreal pressed powder in C6, the L'Oreal True Match. I'm going to put a little bit of this on the brush, just enough to coat it. Then I'm going to press into my forehead with this powder. And I chose this one because it's pretty much the same exact color as the foundation I'm already wearing. And it's a good matte powder. And then I'm just going to take it and go on other places on my face where I could get creasing. Again, this shade is C6 Soft Sable. I don't know why it looks ashy on camera. But yeah, basically now I'm just like powdering my face with a pressed powder just to lock this foundation in even further. Lock it in, lock it in. So my eyes are done. Love the way they came out. Super cute, super cute. And I use that powder because it's not too red. I really don't want to change the tone of my makeup because it looks really good with my skin. It looks real good. Onto the lips. I'm going to kiss off a little bit of the Buxom Power Plump Lip Balm and Big O I had on my lips. It's very moisturizing and it like makes your lips tingle. I like that. And now we're going to go into our lip combo. So I'm going to use two things for my lips. The first thing is going to be this NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Subversive Socialite. This is a very dark purple. It is so pretty. And then we're going to layer on top from the Urban Decay Spectrum eyeshadow palette the eyeshadow in the shade. I'm going to mix two shades. We're going to mix together Flashback. No, I don't want Flashback. I'm going to put Voodoo on top. Now I'm going to mix Flashback and Voodoo. One is like more of a mid-tone purple, the other one is more of a violet purple. So I'm going to mix these two purples together and put those on top to set it in place. Are you ready for what's about to take place? Have my mirror set up. Okay. Make sure I have a little brush to do this with. I'm going to use this circular brush from Coastal Scents, even though it's not a flat top. I normally use a flat top, but I'm going to use this so I can mix colors and like dab it in. Dab it in. So NYX first. And because we're going over it with eyeshadow, it doesn't need to be super opaque. I chose this formula in particular because it doesn't dry down all the way. You hear Nola chewing her toy. Nola, did you get the squeaker out? Yeah, pretty girl. There's some humming noise going on. She's like looking for the noise. I can hear it too. Maybe it's somebody's washing machine or dishwasher running. Ugh. Got a little bit in my mouth. Okay. Yeah. Got a little dry skin going on the lips. I need to like truly exfoliate them hardcore. Love this lip color with this look. Yo, this is about to be a look. All right, so now we're gonna mix those two shades together. I'm gonna start with Voodoo, which is the deeper shade on this brush. Like I predicted, it looks more blue on my lips, which I don't want. So we're just gonna quickly kind of put that on. Then I'm gonna go into Flashback, which is lighter, and mix the two together to create sort of an ombre purple lip, metallic lip. And this will like set your lipstick in place because it's a cream and it shouldn't move. I love the color with these two shades mixed together. Yes. This is what I envisioned in my head. And the shade has glitter in it, like pink glitters. So pretty. This Flashback shade. I just want to make sure that you get all the way to the edges of your lips. And so that everything is set in place and it won't move. All right. So this is the completed look. I love it. Let me know what you think. I was looking for the cap. It's on the computer because it has a mirror. I love Urban Decay shadows. I only like their shadow box palettes and the like Urban Spectrum palettes. These ones that they come out with. I'm not really a huge fan of the Naked palettes, which is why you never see me use them because I don't have any of them. So yeah, that is the look, guys. This is the look I was envisioning for today. We used Urban Decay and Smashbox. That was kind of the focus, the two brands that I focused on for my eyeshadows today. And I really love the way that it came out. Let me know what you think of the look down below. Let me know if you like my hair and these two little Princess Leia buns. I like the way it looks with the look. It's kind of like galaxy, spacey themed kind of. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube. The eyeshadow kind of makes it like transfer proof.